Hey everybody, once again, it's John Haynes from Autosound's corporate offices, and I'm pleased to announce another groundbreaking unboxing, the first ever Alpine PXE-0850S. What does that all mean? It's a processor that lets you either add on to a factory system, which is where most of these processors are going to be used, or to use an aftermarket radio and really get the sound sounding amazing. So I think in a prior video I said when I was younger we were putting radios in covered wagons and that kind of stuff. The first thing you did when you bought a car, you got a new radio. But today the radios in the cars are really good. So a lot of them have a lot of built-in features. They have their iPhone connection. They have Sirius XM, and they're all integrated in the dashboard. And in many cases you don't want to take that radio out of the car, but they don't sound that great. So you want the car to sound good, you need something to go in between the factory radio and all the amplifiers, speakers, and subwoofers that you want to put in the car. And what you need is a black box, a processor, and that's what this is right here. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. Okay, so we got all the bits and pieces out of the box, so let's go through it together and see what this is all about with this brand new processor from Alpine. So we always talk about owner's manuals. Guess what? No owner's manual on this one. You go online to get your owner's manual, so you can either read it online or download the PDF and print it if you want to do that. But it does have the very important warranty card. And we always say this at an AutoSound location, because we're considered flagship dealers. You can extend your normal 1-year warranty to a 2-year warranty at no additional charge if you buy and have it installed at an Alnedsautosound location. So here's the warranty information here. They have a couple of parts bags in here. This is USB and also the connection to the remote commander that goes in the dashboard of the car. This might be installed under a seat, or maybe installed in the trunk of the car. That's why this cable is so long. And this is what you need to get to the back of the car. We have 2 parts boxes. One of the parts boxes just has the mounting brackets for the system, as well as the power harnessing and speaker output harnessing. And then there's another box that has the external Bluetooth. Now, this system has the capability of connecting to your smartphone for programming, but also you can stream music to this and play it through the processor. So this is your external Bluetooth connection here, and that just plugs in. And then this is the remote commander that can mount in the dashboard or console, wherever you want. And this has all the control functions, volume, crossovers, that kind of stuff, and allows you to do some minor controls from the driver's seat. So remote commander, external Bluetooth, and those are all the things that come in the box. Of course, the silica gel packet's always my favorite. Now, let's get to the processor. This is very robust. This can be used between a factory radio, or it can be used with an aftermarket radio. It has 6 input channels, and they can either be line level, high level inputs, so you can actually come directly off the radio's power, or they can be RCA type inputs, so if you're coming off an aftermarket head unit. So you have 6 channel input. You also have then 12 channel output. So that's 6 pairs of RCA terminals, but they don't have to be done in pairs, and that's what this processor is really cool. So your connection here is just basically your Bluetooth in, USB connection, and here's your inputs here. And your high level inputs are going to come on these plugs that I showed you before. And then on the back out here, there's speaker output, and then here's your 12 RCA terminals that can be configured any way you need them to be configured. This does have a built-in amplifier. Even though it's a processor, it also has its own amplification power, so it actually gives you many more outputs that you can use. It's an 8-channel by 25 watt built-in amp in addition to the processing power. So what's cool about this is this connects either to your PC through USB, and there's operating software we'll show you in a little bit, or you connect with your smartphone. It can be either an Android platform or iOS platform. So you can either go to the Google Store or to the App Store and download those apps for free and install them on your phone, and then your phone will connect to this and will enable you to do all the software programming necessary to make the car sound really, really great. So on the output channels, every one of these can be configured separately. So you have channel 1 in, you could make that channel 10 out if that's what you want it to be. Channel 3 in could be channel 4 out. It's whatever you want. And these can be set up either as stereo pairs, as if you're going to a set of speakers, or you could pick and choose any of these for a single mono output. Let's say you wanted to do a center channel in the dashboard of the car, or if it's going to a mono bass amplifier. So you have complete control over the input and output channels. You pick and choose through the software how this thing is going to be configured. As far as the sound quality that's coming out, it has a 31 band EQ per channel, left and right. You can also sum those, and that EQ can be either a graphic or a parametric EQ. Frequency range goes from 20 Hertz, very low bass, all the way up to 20,000 Hertz, high treble, and in 1 Hertz increments. So it's a very, very robust EQ that'll let you dial out any kind of sound imperfections that are in the car. Now, as far as the input channels, I mentioned the word summing. You can sum channels too. So if you had a car, for example, that was putting out a specific frequency to a tweeter and another frequency to a mid-range driver, you could take the inputs from those two speakers and, using the software, combine those into a single input channel, full range. So you're very, very flexible as far as how to get the sound into the system and get sound out of the system. So in addition to the very robust equalizer that's in here, it has multiple crossover points from 0 dB all the way up to 48 dB per octave, and you have all kinds of different choices, Butterworth, Lundquist, different kinds of crossover types. You can pick and choose those. And in addition to that, you can do time alignment. So you have a little black box. That's an 8 by 25 watt amplifier. So you have even more possibilities of what you can do besides the outputs from the RCA terminals. Completely configurable using a smartphone or PC with crossovers, parametric, graphic EQ, as well as digital time alignment. So with this piece here, you should be able to take any factory radio and get outputs to multiple amplifiers that you can use to make the car sound really, really good. And the radios, as good as they are, you really don't need to change them out. But what cars always lack is power and good speakers. And if you add those two and add some bass on top of that, you have amazing sounding cars. And this is the key right here. So retail price on it is $699, and this is the key that unlocks the great sound to your car. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the software on my PC. So we'll take a shot of that so you can see what it looks like, and then we'll come back for an end. Okay, I went ahead and opened up the software. This is the PC version here, and you can see it's pretty robust, but it's pretty easy to use as well. Down here we have a little diagram of the car, and you see right here the center channel speaker has been selected. But if I want to work any of these other speakers, let's say subwoofer, you can see here with the subwoofer selected, you have the typical bass roll-off. If I do a mid-range driver in the door, you get a typical mid-range EQ curve right here. So all of this can be adjusted with the sliders here. I can move these up and down. You can see real time the way that these are going to be affecting the EQ. And that can be done for any speaker in the car, but left side, right side, we can also combine those. And here's all your selectors here for all the different channels, 1 all the way through 12. So you can pick the input and the output, and this is a very pretty robust system. When you get this on the smartphone, it's a little bit different. Obviously it has to work within the confines of the smartphone, but all the same connections you can make as far as your time delay, your channel selection, as well as your EQ. So this is just a quick overview of what the software looks like. Okay, so that's it. Alpine's brand new amplifier processor PXE-0850S, $699 retail on this piece, and this is, as I said before, the key that unlocks good sound in your car. Multiple channel input, multiple channel output, and every tuning function you can imagine to make your car sound great. So this is available through all Alned's Autosound stores, available at the end of March, and you can also find details on our website, which is al-eds.com. And once again, we really thank you for watching our videos. Have a great day. Signing off.